So hello, welcome to the Joy of Awareness. My name is Tolly Bryn. Out here on a frosty beach, middle of winter in Reykjavik. Decided to make a short video. My name is Tolly Bryn. This is the Joy of Awareness, and today I just wanted to talk about what there is, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and it's not always obvious, like when I start talking, exactly where it's going to go. Been thinking a bit about like power of the mind to sort of, I guess, manifest what it is that you want to see in life. And I've been trying to see like patterns in my own life regarding that. And the more I think about it, the more obvious it becomes, like how incredibly powerful it is to actually focus your mind in on something. Decide that there's something that you want in life. And then to continuously, throughout the day, every single day, for a period of time, to direct your mental energies in that direction. And when I think of my own healing journey, with fasting, with overcoming all of my intense chronic autoimmune illness, overcoming my eczema and my allergies and all of that, it'd be foolish not to recognize that it all started with the thought, I can be healed, I can be healthy. And I used many different methods to be able to get to that point. It wasn't just like I thought it one time and there it was. No, it was more like it was a bit of a battle, I guess. I was praying every single day. I put my money where my mouth was. I had read all this stuff about fasting, about healing through diet and all this stuff, and I wasn't really practicing it, at least not to the utmost. And I just said to myself, like, it's either do or die, like, and that's kind of what pushed me off the edge. Was I knew that I couldn't go on in that sick, despairing state. I needed to break the patterns that I was in. I needed to reinvent myself. And for sure, like, I still am reinventing myself. Wow. Guess you can't really see the clouds behind me, but they are absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna look at them. You'll have to see the trees behind me instead. But yeah, I'm starting to realize how I'm constantly reinventing myself, and how all of us are. Like we have this sort of feeling like we're just little old me, we're just this little entity that's always the same, every day, every month, every year, that I'm just Joe. I work at the pencil factory and pick up my paycheck every month and all that. Go meet my family for the holidays. And in a sense that's absolutely true. Like, there are certain recognizable patterns in our lives that they keep going, definitely, and they can be changed. Obviously, there can be, whether the change be traumatic or proactive. Like, you can change your job because you want to, or you could be laid off. You could change your social circles through no fault of your own. Maybe your family has an accident, or there's illness or falling out or whatever, or maybe you decide, like, yeah, these people are poisonous and I want new people in my life. So what I'm saying here is that as I progress upon this journey of expanded awareness that I have taken on, I'm coming to realize that it is in fact my responsibility to do everything in my power to create reality around me in a manner that pleases me and pleases everybody else around me. And that is some major responsibility, and it's I love this quote I saw the other day, and I can't remember who it was, but and I can't remember the exact quote either, but let me just rephrase it here. It was something like, I sometimes think whether I should ask God why in his omnipotence he allows all this poverty and strife and pain in the world. And then I think he'd probably just ask me the same thing. And I just like, yeah, that's spot on. That is spot on. Because the power is ours. The power is mine to choose my direction, to choose what I focus on. And especially now, these days, with the insanity that is growing around me, with the fear that is constantly being pumped out, with the painful transition that we're making from a somewhat liberal society into some kind of totalitarian nightmare, even then, or even more particularly at this point in time, it is absolutely essential to realize that we're still in control, that me being here, being able to breathe, being able to think, that is all I need. Like, there is nothing that can hurt us if we realize this. They can take our cash, they can take our assets, they can take our clothes. They can even lock us up in forced labor camps if that's where it's going. As long as you have your mind, there's nothing to be taken from you. Whatever is taken from you now, as long as you keep expanding your awareness, as long as you keep developing your understanding of yourself and of reality, I believe that you will be able to recreate whatever it is you may lose manifold. So that's kind of the gist of what I was thinking about on this long walk that I took today. It's just getting out into nature is just really the best way to kind of clear your thoughts and get some perspective on things. And one final point that I'm gonna mention here is that I've been thinking a lot now about the media that I've been consuming, and in general I tried to be very, very discerning and diligent in choosing the media that I listen to, but recently I've been falling into a lot of fear-based media, and I'm not talking about like mainstream news outlets or anything like that, even like YouTube creators and stuff that I've watched a lot before. Used to have a really positive message, used to be really sort of pushing me in the direction of growth. I feel like quite a few of them have kind of fallen into a really dark path, and I think by necessity for the most part. Like there are for sure terrible things going on around us. They're about to get a lot worse before they get better. I'm quite sure about that. And we need some strong, powerful, aware voices to talk about what's going on. At the same time, fear is the mind killer, as stated in Dune. Love that. Because it's absolutely true. Like, where there's fear, there cannot be creation. Where there is fear, there cannot be true unconditional love. And that is what I'm seeking for myself. And that is why I have decided to really, really go over the media. Go over the media that I'm consuming. I'm gonna take a few minutes to do that when I can get home later on. just go through the videos that I've downloaded, go through my audiobooks and all that stuff, maybe find some more media to add in, cut out all of the fear-based media, and just take a while where I focus in completely on the sort of constructive and dare I say positive media that I have access to, because we have access to so much stuff, so much incredibly powerful stuff, like ideas that can just change everything. And it's one thing to go through this information and then go straight into the fear-based information after that, because I think that kind of ruins the point of it all. And what I want to do now is to figure out what it is I want to keep, what it is I want to focus on, what are the ideas that I find incredibly powerful, and focus in on those, and even listen to the same podcasts, same videos, read the same books like a few times, like 2 or 3 or 4 times, to just get the message in, to just make it a reality, because it's just so easy to just let it go in through one ear and out on the other, on the other, to go through in through one ear and out through the other ear, or like when you're reading, just through one eye and out through the other, I guess. Anyway, I think that'll be it for this video. If you do enjoy my videos, if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out, the ideas that I'm working with here, feel free to subscribe to my channel and like my stuff. I love making these videos, even though I've been having kind of a crisis, as in, you know, what it is I'm doing and what it is I want to talk about, but it's just something I'm working through, so bear with me. But throw in a like, throw in a subscription there, press the bell button if you want to know when I release a new video, and share this with anybody who you think might enjoy it or might benefit from the stuff that I'm talking about. If you want to dive even deeper, you can check out my book, Health Simplified, which, as the name implies, goes very deeply into my own health journey and the insights that I have gathered around healing, especially the physical body, but also the spirit, finding God, finding emotional balance. That is something that is incredibly important to me, and which I go into a little bit in that book. I'm actually working on a second book now. It's close to completion, which goes quite a bit deeper into the mental aspects. That's called Mind Liberated, and I'll let you know when that's released. Otherwise, you can check out my website at joyofawareness.com. Got a lot of articles on there spanning all kinds of subjects, a lot of stuff that I'm interested in, and if you're interested in anything that I have to say, then you'll probably like that as well, so please check that out. Awesome stuff. Otherwise, I hope to see you next time, so peace.